comments, and I was like, they don't see me. Let me get up here.
I'm sorry.
But all right now, I'm in the comments
Okay,
definitely.
cool. Thanks for having you here.
Get
Hi.
you a 10, mommy.
Yeah, even in your backyard. Start there.
You said honey been
Yeah,
in
honey.
Hi, ladies.
Peace, honey.
Hey, I really just came up here because I was agreeing, like I resonating with what you guys were saying about the downloads when you go to sleep, and those are your dreams. That makes a lot of sense because during the day you're thinking, your subconscious is going and going, and then when you go to sleep, it all transforms into like a scene.
Yeah,
in a way.
exactly.
I love that you guys said that. Like that just made me super like joyful for some reason because it makes so
That's what
much
the truth does to you. Exactly. When it's
it makes so much
true.
sense.
Yeah.
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 So that's all I wanted to say. I love that. Thank you.
Okay, no
Bye, guys.
problem.
Love
Keep
myself.
joining us. Love myself.
They said, wait, can you repeat that or just join?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so
You should go to our YouTube page, God's Imagination, all spaced out, and search up what lights up your dreams. It's a download. Just
it's
like
literally a download that Nature Boy has done. Yep. All the knowledge is on there. And that's what the truth does to you. When you hear the truth, it just makes you happy. Like it does.
doing it good,
Good, Paulina. But we were saying that pretty much when you go to sleep, it's your brain and your body downloading everything that you uploaded during the day. When you during the day you're thinking certain things. When you're in the sun is giving you certain codes and downloads. That's why people meditate in the sun. And then when you go to sleep, your mind is processing all the thoughts you thought, all the thoughts. I love myself. The negative thoughts, the positive thoughts are downloading, and then you wake up into a reality of your mind and the thoughts that you thought prior. You planting seeds. It's like planting seeds every day. And then when you go to sleep, you download them and you waking up into the reality of your own mind, of your thoughts that you had. So, like for example, when your phone has an update, what does it have to do? What does your phone do when it has to update? We have to understand the technology of ourselves. Restart, no. But yeah, that's the YouTube, God's Imagination. Rest, shut off. Thank you, Nikki Nicole. For your phone to upgrade and to get the software update, it has to shut down. Your phone has to turn off. And sometimes it even has to be put on a charger.
Ooh, you didn't say it. Ooh,
What?
somebody said it. We're not robots.
Somebody said we're not robots. Who said it? Who said it?
Gemstone.
We're not robots. You see, when they made technology, it's actually, when we look at technology, we can actually learn a lot about our own selves. Because our bodies are technology. He said, finish. Our bodies are technology. Yeah. The phone upgrade. How we are, how when we sleep and the phone is similar. It's similar. We're technical beings. The hair has a technology. The hair has a technology. The skin has a technology. Our body has a technology. How are we technology? Well, because everything is technical. Everything has a purpose. Like, for example, your hair, the more coils that you have in your hair, it conducts electricity and is more conducive for energy. So when you have locks actually amplify your EMF field. All the thoughts that you think, everything of who you are, all of your energy and your essence. When you have locks, more of your energy permeates out, and you can actually send messages to, like, telepathy. This was more more apparent when we were more indigenous and more connected to nature, but now we are in a certain stage of human consciousness where we're kind of disconnected from nature, living in houses and boxes and going to work, not in tune with the ecosystem. So we've been disconnected from our natural ways of technology. But the hair, that's why your hair is black, because it has melanin in it. Melanin.
Sorry, I just realized the girls was on. So what I'm doing, I'm going to do a little commentary as they talk. Basically, there's some truths and some lies in what they say because they don't research certain stuff. So they mispronounce words, missay words, whatever. They don't have a greater understanding of certain stuff. Now, bear in mind they're on here for whatever the reasons is. If you've been to Medea's live, Lisa says what's live, you know why they are on here. Okay, they're not on here just to talk about information and downloads and blah blah blah. Now, a lady just asked them, do they live in the tent all the time? And she said, yes, they do, which is a lie. Fundi's even called out certain stuff already, so I'm not even gonna alliterate on it. So we are just gonna listen. I'm gonna try not to say nothing, even if I disagree whatever they're saying, because this is the backwardness of the cult, okay? Because remember, these girls are backward on certain stuff. They only go by ChatGPT and whatever Nature Boy tells them to do.
Right, antennas. Your antenna. That's why Nature Boy Chief said your hair is your antenna. Mm-hmm. It communicates with light. It communicates with consciousness. Melanin is a technology. The more melanin you have, the more you're able to connect to nature. You're able to connect and communicate with higher stages of awareness. Yes, the earth is like a charger for a human being. Do you have your grounding cord? Yeah. It looks like a charger. Yeah, it does. It does. I don't have it right here. Oh, yeah. Thank the Most High God for creation. What about our brothers and sisters with straight hair? You said, what about the white folks? Well, they are less conducive to energy. They're not able to communicate with the universe. They're not able to be more in harmony with nature. That's why you see a lot of white people who probably can't dance, because that melanin is that movement and that rhythm of the universe of energy. It's the technology. It don't have that coil. It's more straight. So get the where's that? it's yeah. Right. The earth charges your body. That's why it's important to sleep in a tent, because you need to connect with the earth. Mm-hmm. We humans are supposed to be connected to the earth. Mm-hmm. The human being is supposed to be connected to the earth. When was the last time that you put your feet on the earth? Oh yeah, we got an admin in there. 3 is free. You can go outside and hug a tree and ground yourself. Well, it's better to you could because your hands. Synergy, come up. Deal with us, Synergy.
Yeah, the beach is good too.
Exactly. That's why when people go to work and they go on vacation and you feel so rejuvenated. A lot of people when they go on vacation, they go to the beach, they go over here in nature. You feel so energized and rejuvenated and you're so happy. Have you ever went to the beach? You can't be sad at the beach because the nature is charging you. Nature is naturally giving you energy, giving you life. That's why when you go to work, you feel
Peace goddesses.
peace, energies.
Peace and love.
Sorry to interrupt you. Yes, I literally need to ground because I have not grounded in a few days. New York is just hard to find somewhere with no glass and no dog shit. But how y'all been?
Oh my God, yeah, the city. Yeah, you gotta get to a park or something.
Yes, the cities disconnect you. You in the city and you got shoes on. Shoes are made of rubber and wood. And those are the two insulators that blocks the connection from our being and the earth.
Yeah. Why is there
That's crazy. I actually didn't know that.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes, heels are made out of wood, and your tennis shoes are made out of rubber.
Yeah,
them $300 Jordans everybody want is disconnecting and coagulating your blood, and you got so much positive charge in your body because we're not connected to the earth. We are electrical.
Yeah.
Have you ever touched? Has anybody ever touched something and got shocked and seen a spark, like just got shocked? That's
randomly up.
We are electrical.
Our hair, grab our hands with a balloon, and our hair will start to stick up.
Yeah, you know one thing when you grab the mic, right? Like, and then you just put your finger on the mic, you're not talking into it, and then you can hear like your, zzz, you know what I'm saying? Your frequency, literally.
Yes, because we are electrical. We have positive charge ruling, going through our body all the time, all day. But when we have these phones in our hands, that's putting more positive charge in our body. Just being by a TV, being on a laptop, electricity flows to us very easily. And that's actually why Chief Nature Boy quit his barber. He had a whole barber shop and he was like, I can't do this, first of all, because I'm cutting people's connection off from the earth. And then second, he's having a barber clipper in his hand all day, putting all that charge in your body. It's not good.
Yeah. And I came to this realization too because I kept cutting my hair off after I cut my locks off, and I'm gonna stop doing that because I feel like it's definitely connects you to, like, whenever you enter a room, whenever you're around people. I feel like when I have my afro out like I do now, like I can feel people's emotions, and now there's science backing that up. Like you could, you know what I'm saying, even if you smell somebody's sweat, for example, you can smell the toxins, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you have to even be careful how close you are to people, because you know what I'm saying, their energy can leak onto you type shit. Y'all ever experienced that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Feeling people's energies. If you're even out in the city or around a lot of people in an enclosed building, you will start to collect their thoughts, emotions,
feel drained.
And you have to really protect your hair, especially when it's has that melanin in it, because you're very susceptible to everyone's energy. So that's why we cover our hair when we go out and whatnot, because we have to allow ourselves to protect our antenna. This is very holy.
Yeah.
The system busting out of your head. So
yeah, that makes sense.
You know, and like how you said, someone said earlier, we hug a tree or something. Trees actually cleanse your energy and your aura. So that's why going to nature is very important, because you're like purifying yourself. Even the color green is good for your subconscious. So
that's a fact. I had a green wig on the other day. I know I'm not supposed to be wearing wigs either, but
you just missed nature. That's why you did that.
Yeah, because
that's a fact. That's a fact.
We're doing a lot of stuff just to try to be connected to nature. All the pretty colors that we like, it's just us trying to be in nature. Why is everything green in nature? That's a great question. Oh, and Ira said, neutralize free radicals and promote overall well-being. Good stuff. Absolutely.
Yes.
Grounding is
amazing.
And when you don't ground, you have all that positive electricity. The cells in your body create mucus because it's trying to protect themselves from all the electricity. So if you have a lot of mucus, just ground. Get that mucus out.
Facts.
But that is a good question. Why do y'all think everything in nature is green? Why isn't it purple? Why isn't it yellow? Why is it green?
Yeah, there is a psychological effect to the color green. There is.
Yeah, that's a good question because I can't figure it out.
It regulates your nervous system. Like, do you ever be in a city building and you go? That's why people go to the tropics or beautiful nature scenery when they're trying to get away and be like, I want to be stress free. They go into nature. It really, the color green helps with stress levels and calming you down. It makes you feel more harmonious. That's why it even releases ease, and that's why they make the dollar green correlated to trees. The dollar is green because it's trying to mimic how you feel when you get to nature. At peace.
That's deep.
Ease. You know, you just want to just relax. And so when you see that money, you start to feel like, oh, I'm at peace. I'm at ease. Oh, now everything's good.
And then on the money, symbolically says God on the money. So your mind sees money and then it sees God. So it's automatically tying it, subconsciously making you believe that money is God. Money is kind of serving money. You know what I mean? But yeah, the psychological effect of the color green, it naturally calms down your nervous system. If you had experienced anxiety before or mental fog, anything that's out of alignment or makes you not feel centered or in stillness within yourself, green naturally does that for you. Green literally calms your mind, your nervous system, actually help heals certain things.
Yeah, the color green, I realized when I went into nature, I felt myself being healed. Like, it heals your subconscious.
Not really in the camera.
You're not seeing subconscious billboards. You're not saying putting images in your mind that are foreign. It allows you to renew your subconscious mind. It calms your mind, it calms your body, it regulates your nervous system, and it actually helps your immune system. So these are really good benefits for looking at the color green.
Yes, you can easily Google this stuff. It's right there on Google. It's literally scientific. It says that
I just looked it up.
It says the color green and color psychologically represents balance, growth, renewal, harmony, and healing. It says it invokes feelings of calmness, harmony, and renewal. It's psychologically linked to relaxation, reduce stress, and even improve cognitive functioning. Green also symbolizes growth, health, and fertility, and is used to promote a sense of well-being and balance. Calmness, growth, balance. Exactly.
Yep.
When you go into the city, nothing is green. The earth is trying to keep us calm. Yes. Through the beach, the rivers, the trees, the rain, everything in nature is naturally trying to calm us down. But we're steady in the traffic and the city.
Yeah, the city is just, you'll see a lot of reds, yellows, blues, and grays, all the buildings. And because of these colors, red and blue, what you think of red and blue come together? You think of fear. You think of the popo behind you. You think, oh shit, my heart started beating fast. Whenever you see red and blue anywhere, it starts to bring you alertness, and that's to subconsciously program you to think fear, and all that. It's just a frequency. And so from that frequency, you start to see that nature has a whole nother frequency that it's emitting. Love. It's not fear, it's love. It's truth. It's calm. And through Babylon, it's always promoting fear.
That's true.
That's all it's doing.
The
loud
Amber Alert.
Amber alerts. Those are just fear-based. And so it's really amazing to see that there's two matrix happening. There's the original matrix, which is nature, and then you have Babylon that placed itself on top of nature and said, well, we're going to take everything from the natural world to build our little fantasy world. Mm-hmm. Nature is full of calm and serenity, and then Babylon, the whole opposite, is full of chaos, destruction, war, fighting, anger. It can be a peaceful day outside. Everybody's chilling at the barbecue, and then they start spraying chemtrails in the sky. The sun done went away. Now people fighting, people arguing. You have to really separate yourself from the system of Babylon, from the frequency and the thoughts of Babylon also. And take yourself into nature and start to purify yourself and start to heal yourself and start to reprogram your subconscious mind. That's why our king Eligio has said, separate yourself from the system, go into a tent, go into nature, and ground yourself for 30 to 90 days. And just fill yourself up with knowledge and too much artificial lights. Absolutely. Absolutely. Those artificial lights are detoxifying your pineal gland. And so we have to see that there's a major shift that's happening. 30 to 90 days, yeah, to reprogram your subconscious. Have you ever heard of that? You can start a new habit if you stop that habit for 21 days. You will have a whole new habit. You completely shift.
It's like everything that nature does for us, Babylon does the very opposite. In Babylon, if you look at all the squares, the windows, the buildings, they're all square. The road is a square. The lines in the road are a square. You sit at the desk in a square. Your folders is a square. But when you go in nature, there's no squares. There's no squares. We're about to play a song from y'all from the Back to Nature album. Repent from your ways and go back to nature. If you fucking with the imagination, then you know they hate you. Purple's linked to light, representing repentance. Purple, but nature is green. Nature is around us. They said play Shining Bright. Okay, we're gonna play some. I'm thankful, Pee-wee. I love myself. We're gonna play. Okay, so we're gonna play Back to Nature, Shining Bright, and what's another song y'all want to hear? Literally, everything that we teach is in this music that we about to play.
I did come in.
What?
Disconnected from the speaker. Oh.
When you speak the truth, you come with a different vibration.
Shout out to our chief. It's connected?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I just pressed it. Okay, let me see.
So does that mean he's been recording from the PC or from the cave where he's in? Because she's saying she's bringing new music. So there's the one they had before and the one from that sounds new, but I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna give him a moment to whatever, because I'm not promoting his music. Can't stand dude. Let's see if we can get something to play.
Healthy, quantum physics, astrology, melanin, all in music that you can jam to. It's good for your subconscious. It's good for the kids. I swear this music is the future, and y'all just really need to catch the wave, because I think y'all kind of like, but it's really magical when you listen to this music. No matter what time of the day, I can turn this on and feel like it's like a power up. Next one I'm gonna play is this one, and I want y'all to really listen to the words of Negro Pen. This is also on God's Imagination on YouTube. Music video, watch it. Like he recorded, dressed, show it. Oh, show
Y'all want us
it.
to show it?
Oh my God, he did this whole thing.
Oh, they don't have the
They don't have that thing anymore. But you know what you can probably do?
flip it.
Melanated, ignorant people.
Pen, nigga, pen, yo. Time to wake up from the dream. Leveled up supreme bang, yo. Leveled up supreme bang.
I think they cut them off for their music. They come off for their music. They play the video and they cut them off. So they probably might come back on, but I don't know. I might not be able to catch them when they come back on because they were speaking so much stuff. They were saying that they're staying in the tent and they're one with the earth. The grounding. Don't know. There's 3 ways to come at that, but that's a later date to go down that little road. But when they talk about their God, they talk about Legio as their God and their master. So that's why I call them the Manson girls. It reminds me of Charles Manson a little bit because of how they're going on, because they have not shook off the ideology. They are free, but they won't let go of the ideology. So it's crazy. They're still playing the music as well, which is interesting. And sometimes it's not always good to. YouTube can give you information on some stuff, but it's good to have a book, being around forums and stuff like that, because then you get a better understanding. And this is me coming from the conscious community. When she talks about the hair is an antenna. Yes, it is an antenna, but even when you shave it off, you still will be connected to the universal energy that's around you. So that's why when people cut off all their hair, it's like they are reconnecting with the elements, with all around. So it's a deep explanation. They're not going to go deep because they're kind of on surface level. There is people who come off the grid and they don't play around that. So they're still of the world, so-called world, but it's like they talking to people about being in Babylon, but you're in Babylon anyway. The music I played, if he was here earlier, when the Rastas talk about Babylon, they talk about everything: the government, the people, the police, everything. So when you're talking about Babylon, Babylon's everywhere. Babylon is not just America. Babylon's not just UK. Is everywhere. So they're still young. They haven't learnt nothing along the way. He's got them doing slots as well and all this. So yeah. But as I saw they were on, right, I thought I'll put up the small. Well, it wasn't even that. The part right, stream it basically, because like I'm always either sleeping around this time, I'm sleeping or just now getting up. So I just thought I'll grab their live while I can. They did say a lot more than that earlier, but I missed a little bit of it. But it's okay, it's all good, because some things we don't need to hear about them. But yeah. So with that said, as I've come on twice for the night, so whoever was jamming with me earlier, thanks for jamming with me earlier, and who was around now, thanks for being around now. And hopefully we can have another. I want to actually have a discussion, but I don't know how to do it because I don't want to make it an open thing. But yeah, we'll see in it. I can't. So we'll see. But with that said, I'm gonna come off, and I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.